All right. So we got something new to show you today. It's a strange device, one that I've been looking for a while, but I didn't know I'd actually get one. Oh, it's so heavy. Sorry about the shaky quality of this video. It's going to be a little all over the place because I only have one hand to record with. um, so you look at this thing. It looks kind of like a suitcase, but you know I don't just show suitcases on this channel. It's got an electrical plug on one side. It's by Webster Chicago. Some of you might know what they're famous for. But let's plug it in. I think that's how you do it. Well, now you're ready. Behold, a late 40s or early 50s Webster Chicago wire recorder. Now this thing is really cool. It came with pretty much all of its original documentation and its microphone, which unfortunately doesn't work. But it's a very nice looking device. Let me turn my... all heavy metal. The crystals aren't... It's a crystal mic and it isn't doing the crystal things. Now, a wire recorder, of course, records on wire. Basically, fishing wire, it almost looks like, but it's metal. And I got a lot of them that came with this. I got a whole bin of these to go through, and most of them aren't very interesting to me. They're all religious sermons in Arabic or possibly Jewish. I'm not sure. It says Arabic music in English, but the rest looks like it's almost in Hebrew. There are a few tapes that I can understand, though. And this is one of them. I'll be playing it for you in a sec, because it's actually really neat. Because I got this in Havre de Grace, Maryland, and this was recorded in Havre de Grace on July the 4th, and on the Day of Independence for the Philippines, I believe, which is what they talk about. 7-4 something. I don't know what that says. But here are more of the papers. This one looks more 50s-ish. And these are all of the various accessories. Here's the manual. And just various other things. And it's oh wait, that's for shoes. Never mind, I don't know what that is from. But it's got a nice holding spot for 3 right here. And let's turn this on. And there it goes. Now this thing wasn't working very well when I got it. Actually, it was working alright. The problem was, this thing doesn't have enough torque. It did not want to move at all, because a previous wire had wrapped around the spindle. You can hear the amplifier kick in there. Alright, so I'm going to pause it and get the thing hooked up. Oh, and here's what a wire reel looks like. They're very heavy, because they're all metal. They have one piece, leader that goes through. You put this here. This threads around across the tape head up there. And then onto this thing. Now this thing is very stressful to use. Unlike a tape recorder, if something goes wrong with this, it goes catastrophically wrong. And you can lose a lot of stuff. You can lose a lot of wire from it. And the thing is, these are much older recordings than tape. These are from the late 40s and early 50s. And I'll just play this one for you now. Hopefully it won't snap, and if it does, you'll get a good content out of it.
General Romulo, members of the armed forces, Reverend Fathers, and friends.
See, this goes up and down to evenly
My part in
distribute.
this program is a very brief one, for we have with us all events and of world affairs. The Filipinos celebrate their Independence Day on July the 4th, for that was the day they chose for their freedom and independence. And so they chose a day which harmonizes with our own national National 4th of July, our own Independence Day. Way back in the year 1934...
Now, I might record this separately on a different video, but it's about 30 minutes long, so I don't want to waste the whole video doing that. What's really scary is the rewind. So when you stop it, I've screwed this up a few times and I've ruined a couple reels, but thankfully this has taught me how to use a square knot, because that's how you're supposed to splice wire when it breaks. Let me show you. Yeah, when it breaks, that's what you're supposed to do, and it's broken quite a few times. I think it's going really fast, so it's very uncomfortable to watch it. I do not like how fast that gets. And it should, yeah, automatically turn off when it gets to the end. Well, there it is. Beautiful Art Deco kind of styling on the front. Very late 40s design. Nice chunky bakelite things. All tube. Works great. And I've got a whole lot of these to go through. I mean, I went through most of them, but, you know. Alright, there it is.